Hey, I'm Trent Perkins. Welcome to your chair yoga practice. Today's practice will pay special attention to the muscles of your upper body that may be holding a little extra tension after prolonged periods of typing and texting and rounding and scrunching. So we're going to create some space, breathe a little energy and life back into your upper body. The only thing you'll need for today's practice is your chair that is locked for your safety. And I always recommend having blocks close by, just in case you want to bring the floor a little closer to you on our forward folds. So take a deep breath, settle into your space, fully arrive, acknowledge everything that has happened up to this point, and let it all go. We'll start by focusing on our posture. So your knees are bent at a 90-degree angle, making sure that your feet can be secure onto the floor. So notice all the points of contact that your feet, your heels, your toes are making with the earth, the floor. Maybe you have to wiggle your toes and rock your feet back and forth to feel secure. And then notice your sits bones. They're so perfectly named, your sits bones. Maybe you shimmy a little bit, wiggle side to side so that you can feel your sits bones. And finding that length up through your spine, rooted down through your sits bones and through your hips. Find length through your spine. Relaxing your shoulders away from your ears. And then maybe you need to take two fingers and guide your head back so that if I'm looking at you from the side view, I'm seeing as straight a line as possible through the midline of the ear and down through the hips and back up. So there's no perfect posture, but we want to make sure that we're having optimal posture for us, for our own unique bodies, so that if you feel like you're straining or you're carrying any tension, that you can address that by making slight changes to your posture. So for the next few moments, you're welcome to close your eyes or just take your gaze down somewhere out in front of you. Settling into whatever is your most comfortable posture here. You're welcome to keep your palms down on your thighs, or maybe you turn your palms up for a little energy. This is your practice. Get comfortable here. And we'll take 3 cleansing breaths. So that's in through your nose. Another little sip of air at the top, and then fully exhaling out through your mouth. And go ahead and do that 2 more times on your own pace. In through your nose, out through your mouth. And then on that final exhale, you can bring your gaze back through center and take your hands off your lap and just start to shake your wrists, shake your hands. There's no special way to do this. Just get some energy back into your hands. And then find stillness through here. You're gonna hug your shoulders up to your ears. Squeeze your shoulder blades together and send them back and down, shoulder rolls here. This is a great reminder of how scrunched up we typically already are, and an even more helpful reminder to relax your shoulders away from your ears. So let your fingers be light, squeeze your shoulders up to your ears, hug your shoulder blades together, and then send them back and down. So reaching the shoulders up, hugging them back and down. We'll go one more time in this direction. All the while maintaining your optimal posture, and then switching directions. So squeeze the shoulder blades back together, still hugging them up, but spreading the shoulder blades. And stay with your normal breathing pattern here. And we'll go one more time. And then once again, shake out your hands. Let your arms and your hands be light. Find some stillness. Take 2 deep breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth. One more time. it all go. And interlace your fingers. You're gonna press your palms forward as you start to tuck your chin, rounding your spine. So maybe your back even touches the back of your chair. And then inhale, pull your hands back in. Exhale, press forward, chin tucks, spine is rounded. And we'll go twice more. So pull your palms back in. Big exhale, press the palms forward. Rounding your spine, tucking your chin. And then pull in. And then exhale, press. Hold this one here. You've been feeling the stretch through the fingers. And then pull back in. So our next move is going to be a spinal twist. I'm going to invite you to scoot yourself kind of to the midway point of your chair here, just so that your butt is not like suctioned into the back of your chair. Feet are resting on the floor. Big inhale, reach your arms all the way up, grow nice and tall. It's totally fine if your shoulders scrunch up around your ears. And then you're going to exhale and twist over to your right. So your left arm will drape outside of your right knee, and you'll create some tension to keep the hips in line by pressing the knee into the hand and then pressing the hand back into the knee. So depending on the height of the back of your chair, you may be able to drape your right arm over the back of the chair, or you may have to just keep it to your side. It's also a matter of whatever is comfortable for you. So sitting up nice and tall, maybe you start to take your gaze back over your right shoulder. One breath here. And as you exhale, come back through forward, and you're welcome to reach your arms up as you exhale and twist over to your left. So same thing here, create that stability, pressing leg into arm, arm into leg. And then find somewhere to drape your left arm, sitting up tall. Take your gaze over your left shoulder. One breath. And we'll go in each direction one more time. So come back through center. Option to lift the arms, grow tall. Big exhale, twist. We'll hold this one for 3 breaths. If there are any parts of the body that you're gripping, holding tension, maybe it's just your face, maybe you're clenching your butt. Take these next 3 breaths to allow those parts to release. And coming back through center, over to your left. And then coming back through center, you can reach your arms up one last time. And then bringing your hands to your knees. We'll start to take some big hip circles here, so you can open the feet nice and wide as you send your chest through your thighs, through your knees, grabbing onto the knees, rounding back, sending your chest forward, bending through your arms. Create some extra space in your hips, stretching through your shoulders, your upper back, the back of your neck. And then the next time you come through center, we're going to switch directions here. So exhale, forward, and then take it in the other direction. Mobilizing, energizing. Any other izing words you can think of that bring you energy. And you can take it one more time here, forward. And then find some stillness. So now's a great time to grab those blocks. If you have them handy and you want to bring the floor a little closer to you, now's a great time to do that. We're going to take a forward fold. So you can shift your hips back, start to hinge at your hips. Keep your feet wide. Place your hands on your blocks. Alternatively, you can make fists, place them on the ground. Or you can do this flat palms without the blocks, whatever feels best for you. And just start to shift side to side. You may have noticed that I did it involuntarily. I always find myself rocking or moving in the majority of postures that I do. This is a great way to work into the wrists also. And then flip your palms so that your fingers face you. So your palms are still down, but you're going to turn your fingers to face you. And you're in control of how much pressure you have here. But do your best to keep your fingers straight and go side to side. And then turn your palms back forward. We'll take an open twist. Keep your left hand planted and open up your right arm. So you have the option here to look up at the right thumb. If that's not comfortable for your neck, you can keep your gaze down, whatever feels best for you. Do your best to open up your chest, lean that right arm back. And then start to lower your right arm back to your block, left arm open. So same option. If you want to look up, you can. Or you can keep your gaze down, focusing on pressing that left arm back. And we'll go one more time on each side here. Left arm plants, right arm lifts, opening the right arm back. One breath. Right hand plants, left arm lifts, opening the left arm. One breath. Exhale, hands come back down. Very good. And then start to heel toe the feet in right at your block distance here. And then really take your time making your way back up. Maybe rolling the shoulders as you come back up. You can move your blocks out of the way. Sitting up nice and tall. Reach down, grab your right ankle and cross it over your left knee. Make sure that your ankle joint, your ankle bone is not on the knee. So you want your ankle bone to be clear of your knee here. And then you may notice that this is all you need, right? To feel that good stretch on the outer part of your right hip. Flexing your right foot. So this is point, this is flex. So you want to bring the toes back toward the knee. Sit up here. And if you'd like to go a little bit deeper, you can always send your chest forward. You can rock side to side or any combination thereof. People often wonder, why we're focusing on the hips when I started off saying that we'd be doing an upper body focus, but it's all connected. It's all connected. If you are carrying tension in one part of the body, it may be because you're carrying tension in another part. So sitting up, using your hands to uncross, and then reaching down and grabbing your left leg, making sure that left ankle bone is off of your knee. Sitting up nice and tall, all the same options here. So if this is it, totally fine. If you want to lean forward, if you want to rock side to side, up to you. And one more breath. And then carefully unravel that leg. Open up your arms, lean back. Let the support of your chair comfort your back. Feeling those really long lines of energy out through the fingertips. Lifting your chin. One more breath here. And then come forward, sitting up nice and tall. You can scoot back to the back of your chair. We'll go through one round of neck movements here. And as we do this, I want to just remind you, or maybe tell you that your neck is not a ball and socket joint. It's not meant to roll. So instead of doing neck rolls, it is important to move your neck in all directions, but you're going to want to do that one movement at a time. So resetting your posture, anchoring down through your feet, 90 degrees through your knees, sits bones anchored, nice and tall. Take your gaze over to your right. Come back through center. Take your gaze over to your left. Come back through center and tuck your chin. Back through center and lift your chin. Back through center, left ear, left shoulder. Back through center, right ear, right shoulder. Very good. So just remember, whenever your neck is holding tension, try not to roll your head. Be mindful of any compression that may already be there on the back of your neck, and take those movements one at a time. All right, my friends, you're welcome to close your eyes. You're welcome to melt back into the comfort of your chair. You can take your gaze down to space in front of you, bringing your awareness back to your breath. A moment of gratitude for your practice, for taking time to pay attention to the muscles of the upper body that may have been holding some tension, and a moment of gratitude for any release that this short chair yoga practice offered. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Fully exhale out through your mouth. Thank you all for making time, for making space. See you next time.